sense? Well, kind of not. Kind of not. Because you can still have it and not show it in a test. And also she was saying you can just show me a picture of your test result if you don't have it. I have one with me. So that's why there's like a bunch of like COVID tests right there. And it takes 15 minutes to make a test. Wow, this is crazy. Why are the cops stupid, Panzer? Why the cops were always there. The cops were there before the pandemic. They were always, everywhere you go in the world, there will be cops in areas where a lot of people party and drink and get high or whatever. Why like Panzer, I like seriously. Not everything has to be so negative, Panzer. It's okay. There's police. It makes sense to have police. Why wouldn't there be police in a place where people get drunk? It's like 2020 all over again. Oh, this is crazy. I bet COVID spread faster in bars and clubs than restaurants. That's true. That's true, Bino. That's probably why they do that. It's most likely why they do that. I was just answering Panzer about the sitting down rule. So it's not about sitting down. It's about being in a crowded environment without your mask. So basically the whole situation, like for example, for me, when I first arrived in Hong Kong, I was not allowed to go anywhere where I can take off my mask. So restaurant, cafes, bars, clubs, anywhere that, you know, things are being consumed and that requires you to take off your mask in a public environment, I was not allowed to go there for the first 3 days that I was in Hong Kong. After, on day 4, if I was negative for 3 days, then I'm allowed, which is a very random rule, but whatever, that's what it was. Yeah. So Panzer, you got to tell me, you got to explain to me why are the cops stupid? Why are the cops stupid? You got to tell me this. Like I really, like, I'm sorry for cherry picking this, but and like it's a lot of things that you. It's like everything is bad. So I'm curious to know. Yeah, it's kind of a random rule, but they just reopened, so I think it's like kind of a transitional thing, right? Where, like at first, if you entered Hong Kong, whether you were a foreigner or a local, you had to do a 14-day quarantine. Then they lowered it to a 7-day quarantine. Then they removed the quarantine at the beginning of the month, like less than 2 weeks ago. And so now there's no quarantine, but there's this rule where as anyone entering the country, local or foreigner, you have to do a quick test every single day for 7 days. You have to go to a testing facility every 2 days for a PCR test. And you're also forbidden to dine in for the first 3 days that you're in Hong Kong. If you're negative for 3 days, which means 2 PCR tests and 3 quick tests, then you can go dine in. Like, so today I was allowed to dine in. Jimmy Turbo, thank you for the follow. Welcome to Hong Kong. Is the virus still bad in China? As far as I know, there's like a little outbreaks here and there. That's just what I like. I don't really keep up with the news or anything. It's just I still have friends in mainland. I have friends in mainland China, and basically what's happening is that there are not many cases, but there are still like little outbreaks here and there. And whenever there's a small outbreak, they put everybody on lockdown until it goes back to zero, and then they open up again. So it's a little bit hectic, and their plan is to have like zero COVID whatsoever. So that's why I guess they're talking about opening in 2027. Because these cops are attacking citizens for more than 3 years, whether you believe it or not. No, I understand that. I understand that. I thought you were talking about just the cops being here watching this area. I understand what you're talking about, Panzer, and I feel very sorry about that. Like, I know for myself, like, Hong Kong will never be the same again. Over the last 4 years, a lot of things have changed, and I feel like the goal is to, well, for mainland, the goal is to make Hong Kong become just one other city of China. And I understand that it must be horrible it must be horrible for you, and it must be horrible for a lot of Hong Kongers that want to preserve what they had for a while, you know. But I didn't think that's what you were talking about. Anyways, let's not make this stream political. We're in a party area. Okay, so I guess you need to do a quick test. And then you wait 15 minutes for the results, and then you have to take a picture of the quick test if you plan on going to more than one bar, because otherwise, or you carry the little thing with you, because otherwise it's impossible to go inside. I'm okay. I mean, I don't drink, so I don't mind. Like, I mean, it would have been interesting to see the inside of a couple of bars, but at the same time, I don't really need it per se. Because for me, going in the bar, it means being sober around a bunch of drunk people. It also means screaming at you guys for you guys to hear it. For you guys to hear anything I say, it means for me I have to scream the whole time. So I'm happy to be in like kind of busy areas like this and do people watching. I'm happy with people watching. The day that I'll be able to get over, if ever that day comes and I can get over my health issues, then I might be able to drink again. Then I guess bars will be more enjoyable again. But now it's people watching time. have to say, the other day I was streaming around here, but it was the middle of the week, so it was very quiet. And I went on at the other 7-Eleven at the end of the street here, and I noticed that now they're selling. They didn't have that back then, but now they're selling highballs and other drinks that they didn't have before. That, you know, is probably like a Japanese thing, you know, like those things were only available in Japan. You could have like those Suntory highballs in a can. And now they sell them here, and I have to say that when I went inside of I forgot who asked me how much is a beer in Hong Kong in a convenience store, so we went to check it out, and I saw those highball in the cans. It was very, 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 very tempting. What's the best dish I've had in Hong Kong? Well, today's dim sum was pretty good. I have to say, today's dim sum was pretty good. I've been eating on the budget. Vino, I've been eating at cheap places because that's my situation. But I went to. I think it's the last stream. I went to like a little hole in the wall. I grabbed a takeaway. It was some like curry noodles with fish balls and tofu, and like the fried chicken cutlet. It was really, really good. It was really good. Still trying to look for the potato chips at 7-Eleven tonight. What? What do you mean, Charles? What potato chips? Suntory highball is great. Yes, it's great. Instead of drinking beer, you know, whiskey soda in a can, and it's much stronger too. You know, like the beers are like the beers are all like around 5%, and well, the one they have here is not Suntory. Is another whiskey, but it's like 7-Eleven. I think it's with. I'm trying to remember. It's a collaboration with a brand of whiskey, but it's not Suntory. I think it's Jim Beam. I think maybe. I forgot. Anyways, it's like it's a highball with a whiskey or with a. Well, Jim Beam is not a whiskey. It's a bourbon, but whatever. Colt 45 is 8%, not 9%. And Colt 45 is not only in the hood, it's everywhere. Ghetto Bino, you're trying to make it... I've noticed this recently. You're trying to make things more like hood life type of thing. Like pointing out things here and there. But some of the things you mentioned are just like common normal things. Like Colt 45s have been sold everywhere in Montreal and everywhere in big cities and in North America for like decades. What are you talking about, man? I was buying them downtown back in the days. Last time you found some potato chips with special flavor, but you only found it at one 7-Eleven. Oh yeah, it was actually at this one, but I saw it again in other 7-Eleven. Yeah, it was like some kind of like steak and lemon flavor or something like that. Not the singles. Why would you buy a single Colt 45. Why would you buy a single? What is even the purpose, dude? A single. You know where I saw this the first time? It was in the Philippines. I was blown away. And I was in the, where was that? I was in the Philippines, and I went to like a bingo, and on the way there I stopped at a little convenience store, and I found like a single little bottle of Colt 45. I bought it because I thought it was so funny. Why? Why would you buy a single Colt 45? Get like 40 ounce. It's a 40. Like, you don't buy this for the flavor, you buy this to get fucked up. Colt 45 is strong, cheap malt liquor. You buy it to get fucked up at a low price. Back in the days, Colt 45s were $3.50 or $3.25 at this little Pakistani shop, or $4 to $5 if you were buying them after the legal hours. As in Montreal, you can't buy beer in a store after 11 p.m. But I knew some shops that would sneak you one from the back, but you had to pay more for it. Yo, Raiders! Welcome, Raiders. I didn't even hear it. What's happening? I think the music is too loud. Welcome, Raiders. Thank you for the raid, Rational. Thank you for the raid. I think you guys had a rainy day today. Welcome, Raiders. Welcome to Hong Kong. My name is Aglobic. I'm a scuffed IRL streamer and wannabe YouTuber based in Southeast Asia. But right now we're in Hong Kong, more specifically at LKF. Welcome, Raiders. Half pint gang raid. Half pint? Yo. Natty Daddy? I never heard of that one. It's strong and cheap malt liquor. Natty Daddy. Yeah, I'm familiar with Colt 45 Old English. Back in the days, we had also Bull Max, but Bull Max was horrible. The taste was horrible. There's also St. Ides. St. Ides, I don't know if some of you might have known that. St. Ides was available before Colt 45 was brought in. Yeah, Bull Max was horrible. I would still drink it because it would get you fucked up for a low price, but it was horrible. And then they came up, they started selling St. Ides, and then that was a step up, and then they brought Colt 45. How was your day, Rational? How was your stream, Rational? I saw your post on IG because it was a rainy day. Yeah, Colt 45 and Old English was pretty good. Old English is also decent. but I think Colt 45 is has more, like a higher alcohol percentage. I think she's doing a live stream on a Chinese app. The girl in front there. It's not for Instagram pics. She's doing a live stream. She's live streaming. Most Chinese apps is like vertical live streams, like, you know, like TikTok or Instagram. She's been live streaming for a while. I spotted her at different times. There was her, and there was the other guy that came to check out my setup, my gear, and he was like, "Oh, this is really good." She's a keeper. Chinese TikTok. Well, TikTok is Chinese, no? TikTok is just an adapted version of Douyin for Western market. But they have a bunch of other apps too. They have a bunch of other apps. Like, I know when I was in China, there was like Meipai and Miaopai, and there were a bunch of other like mobile live stream apps. It's like a bunch of trends that last for a couple of years, and then people say, "Oh, the new generation, they all go on Douyin, or they all go on this app," and then people go on that app, and it just keeps changing all the time. I think TikTok surpassed Google for the most visited website. For real? I didn't know that. I'm kind of I mean, I'm not saying it's not true, but I'm kind of skeptical about that. But might be true. Man, what happened with the raid? I think people Rational promoted his own raid, and his chat was quiet. By the way, chat, if you wanna, can we give another shout out to Rational? Rational is a cool IRL streamer. He's based in Europe. I forgot which country he's in right now. I think he was in Germany not long ago. Maybe he's in the Netherlands or something like that. A very cool dude, laid back streamer, friendly, respectful, and all that. Okay, Bino. Who knows? He was in Ireland. Oh, okay. Ireland. That's pretty cool. Oh, this dude's going down on his skateboard. Recipe for disaster. Recipe for disaster. Recipe for disaster. Oh, he kept it under control. He kept it under control. That's pretty good. Hey, Mike Mufu, is his chat always quiet? I didn't catch him live too many times. I think our time zones don't align well. But I went to a couple of times, and chat was talking a lot. Not talking a lot, talking a little bit, but it was still talking. It was not completely quiet. Had a good braking system, yeah. watching him a few times and it's pretty quiet. But he's a very laid back dude. But yeah, I'll give him another shout out. Rational IRL. Check out this channel if you wanna see Ireland and other corners of Europe. He's a good dude. I think it's kind of emptying up slowly. Voodoo GRC, thank you for the follow. Welcome to Hong Kong. In the middle of HK, they might have good shish taouk. It's a bar. It's a bar. I think it's like a shisha bar. I mean, there's the China bar a little bit that we came across earlier. There's a bar called the China bar, and they don't sell dumplings and noodles. just booze, just booze, you know. False advertisement? How is that? How's that, Ghetto? If a bar has the name of a country for his name, it should sell one specific random food item from that country. Is that what you're saying? So if a bar is called Japan, it should sell takoyakis. Strong logic, Bino. Strong logic. If a bar is called Mexico, it should sell tacos. I feel like messing with chat. You didn't realize we were in the bar district? Are you serious, Bino? We went around like twice. And it's all bars and nightclubs. Are you serious? Bino, man. Bino. Code Ratched. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to Hong Kong. China may mean antique bowls. Yes, it could mean that. You're right. It could mean that indeed.
Makers, they've dropped 100 bitties. If Globic opens a bar, his food item will be grab nuts.
Grab nuts, baby. Free grab nuts. If you buy a pitcher of beer, free grab nuts. A pitcher of beer or 5 whiskey cocktails. Thank you for the biddies, Dave. Code, I can imagine that it could be. I mean, I can imagine that it could be. I don't live here, and like everybody likes different things, so it's kind of a hard question to answer. There might have been places where I enjoyed living that you wouldn't. So I don't know. Hard to say. Hard to say, Code. One thing is for sure though, the cost of living is quite high, so if you move here, make sure you have a good job with a really good salary, otherwise you might find it a little bit rough. Especially rent. I mean, you can get around if you eat street food, or if you know like little spots in different areas, you can get around and eat fairly well on a budget. But the rent is gonna destroy your budget. What time? The bars close at 2, right? Right? I think the bars close at 2. I think they're all about to close now. Dogs are coming to bite the drunk people. Okay. That was an interesting choice of use of the dogs. I ordered food from there on stream a couple of streams ago. Some of you might remember. I had a giant ass duck leg. Giant ass duck leg. Like if I had that duck leg as one of my legs, I would run faster. That's all I gotta say. If I was able to replace one of my legs with that duck leg, I'd be at the next Olympics. So chat. I think we're gonna try and find like a night bus to head back to Kowloon, and maybe we can find some late night food or something. Maybe a late night kebab or some late night noodles or something like that. Unforgettable big duck leg. Yeah. Some late night loving. I wish, dude, but I'm cursed, Domino. I'm 68 years on this planet, and I never had 68 years on this planet, and I never had late night loving. So I don't know. Feel like it's not very likely to happen tonight. That's all I'm gonna say. Why do you curse me? Lending more numbers than I have in my bank account. But numbers mean nothing. Numbers are easy to get. Numbers are nothing. It's what you do with them, is what you do after that makes a whole difference. And my odds are becoming lower and lower. You know that, chat? My odds are becoming lower and lower. Because I mean, ideally, I would love to have a family one day, but it's going to become, at my age, it's going to become harder and harder to find a suitable woman who is still capable of having a child, you know? Just saying. Just being realistic here. I'm not talking about a soulmate. Women in their 30s, they're in a hurry because the biological clock is ticking. So it'd have to be like late 20s, early 30s. But, you know, when you're 68, damn, that's a big bottle of Grey Goose. Walking around with a fucking 1.5 liters of Grey Goose. That's crazy. It almost looked like he stole it from the bar or something. No, it's not even about that, Bino. It's not even about that. It's about the age gap, you know? The age gap. "68 years old, broke, streamer bum." Dude's about to party, or dude has been partying. Like if you're walking out of a bar with a bottle of, like an open bottle of open 1.5 liter bottle of Grey Goose in your hand, you're not about to party. You've been partying. You don't give yourself enough credit. I know. That's the story of my life, Domino. That's the story of my life. So what credit should I give me, Domino? What? 68 streamer, no age gap? What do you mean, no age gap? What are you talking about? I think you misunderstood what we're talking about here. 68 years old streamer is definitely rare, that's for sure. But no age gap, I don't understand. Just ask chat to help when looking for a wife. Hell no. Hell no. You guys are crazy. You guys see a girl for 10 minutes on screen and she's a wife material. Beautiful women. I mean, your attitude is close to younger people, not old guy at all. Yeah. I mean, you're right. I'm still young and dumb in my head. but there's still an age gap whether I want it or not, you know? It's funny to watch the people come out of the bar like this. What do you think, chat? I was about to go to move on and just go get the late night bus, but I think this is kind of entertaining. Another Grey Gooser. Another Grey Gooser, but this bottle was nearly empty. Only a few, like 2 sips left or something. You do, Dave? Smellorama technology on my stream, yo. Smellorama, yo. We don't see many nose and mouth, but it's based on the silhouette, the eyes, and the hair. A lot of beautiful girls, a lot of beautiful women. Duty at 5 p.m. and off drinking duty. It almost feels like the only 2 places still open for food in Hong Kong is this yakitori place or grill place or whatever. Oh, and this place here. This noodle shop is a crazy lineup. Those 2 guys fell off, and the dude in the back knocked his head on the ground. Dang. That would be totally different if they take off the mask. You're probably right. But we can dream. We can dream and fantasize.
見到我又唔見你攬下我。多謝多謝。攬咗啦，唔好講嘢，攬咗啦。
Yeah, pretty much, Domino. The end of a baseball game. That's a good comparison.
No problem, no problem, no problem. 父母啊！唔使，呢個有份。佢同你啊，佢又認得你喎，呢個。
Time to get to some last night greasy food. Yeah, maybe. Or maybe not so greasy. I don't know what we'll find. That noodle spot behind me is alright, but it's not what I'm feeling for. We'll see. I think if I get food, it'll be back on in Kowloon. But I think we're probably gonna have to wait like a long time for night buses. Maybe we'll grab a cab or something.
That's it. That's it. That's it. 得啦，執啦。過嚟啊！過嚟做咩事？你抄食我嚟啊
For you, but for the drunk people? Yeah, the view's blocked now. The dude got sent on his way by the three girls. The girl tapped the back of his head and said like, yeah, you go your way. That was weird. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. So many stumblers, yeah. I mean, it is the time of the night for stumblers. Is she going out with her dad? Can't drink, don't get drunk. Did you ever party, Panzer? Did you ever party? Did you ever go out and party? What time is it? Stumbling time. Though to be fair, if I were there, I'd probably one of those stumbling Of course. I mean, if I didn't have any health issues, and I was able to drink, I don't know if I'd be stumbling, but I would definitely not be the straightest walker, I would say. You can't drunk, don't get drink. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. For me, to say like if you can't drink, don't get drunk. It's kind of I don't know. I think I can drink. I think I can handle booze, but it definitely happened many times in my life where I lost control. That's the whole thing with alcohol. It's like you keep it under control until suddenly you don't. And I have friends that are big drinkers and handle their alcohol very well. And I've seen every single one of them really fucked up drunk. It's part of the deal. It's part of the deal. Your body handles it differently every day, you know, depending on what you ate during the day, how rested you are, how much sleep you had the night before. It depends on so many things. What are you drinking? How fast you're drinking it? It varies a lot. And some days, some nights, you just lose control. It just happens. It doesn't mean you shouldn't drink. It just means that you had that one night, you lost control. The time is not right. I didn't change the location. Fortnite chapter 3. Right now it's an hour later. It's 1 hour later. It's 2:12 in the morning. Hey Kagilav, how you doing? Unfortunately, not drunken and not a master. Unfortunately. Yeah, it is pretty nice. It looks brand new too. He is missing a bunch. Although I should be facing the other direction. I should be facing the other direction if that's what it was about. Domino. And now they have like the cop truck, the police truck clearing out the street. Dave is not missing a section. Oh, we got the raking operation. They're gonna shut down the street, pushing people forward with like a orange ribbon. Inches. All right. Did they go further down? Did they go for group gathering is prohibited. Offenders will be prosecuted. Okay. People can't gather in groups, and they're closing down on the street too. All right. I guess we're gonna get moving, chat. I think it's time for us to... What's happening? The after bar is pretty intense. Fire rescue, police trucks, and all that. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. That's pretty intense.
Last time I was like, who is my feeding?
Actually, I can pay with the Opus. Can pay with the Opus, right? Hi. Jeez. Domino. was gonna say, Domino, you're not missing one, but you missed so many.